guys, it's me. Today I'm going to be sharing my experience at the Miss Oakland County Pageant. I hope this video is helpful if you want to do the Oakland County Pageant or if you just want to do any pageant. I hope my tips will help you. So if you're interested in this video, then just keep on watching. Okay, so I guess you could say the first part of the pageant, which is rehearsal, which is the day before. Rehearsal and registration, which is the day before the pageant. But I think you guys should definitely go because you get a lot of information. You get to know the opening number dance and also like where to walk on the stage for fun fashion, evening gowns, parade gowns, all that. You get a lot of information. It is pretty long, so I definitely recommend you guys wearing comfortable heels, if not flats. But it's a lot of walking, but you do get a lot of information. So, I mean, and it's just a good experience overall. You get to meet new people there. You get to know who you're competing against and who you're, you get to know the people who you're competing against. You get to make new friends, and it's just a good time to bond with the people who are in your division, and I feel like it's definitely one of the most important parts in the pageant. So if you have any questions for on rehearsal day, you should definitely ask them to know what you're actually doing on the real pageant day. Also, to bond with the girls you're competing against, even if you both want the crown, it doesn't matter. It matters about the connections you make with the girls. And just bond with them and make new friendships, because you may see them at another pageant and then you could be like, oh hey, weren't you in that pageant or whatever. And it's just a great way to make new friends. And also, just try your best at rehearsal. Pretend like it's the real pageant day, because if you do that, then I feel like it takes a little bit of like nervousness away, and it kind of just, makes you more confident what you're doing on the real day. Okay, so after rehearsals are all done, the next day is the real pageant day, and the first event, I guess you could kind of say, of the real pageant is the interview. For makeup, just wear it natural, more natural than on stage, I guess, because there's not heavy lights on you, so it doesn't wash you out, so just kind of do a little bit more natural. And also, for interview, I recommend writing your own bio, because then you don't really have to practice as much. And also, I just recommend don't practicing. I mean, look over your bio and know what's on it, but don't practice for hours, because you sound a little bit too perfect and they just want to hear your personality. Pretty much in an interview, don't worry about it too much. I'm always really nervous, but what I think is just they want to know about me. And if you accidentally mess up and lie, it doesn't really matter, because it's all in your head. They don't know you like you do. And also, just be yourself. You don't want to have a missed answer for the junior team. Just act like your age and let your personality shine through. Overall, it's not really that nervous or nerve-wracking when you just know what you're talking about, and just kind of to relax and pretend like you're talking to your parents. That's what I think that really calmed me down on pageant day. So I definitely recommend you doing that. So also, I forgot to say that interviews go pretty long. So in the junior teen division, which I was in, it doesn't really take that long because you go first. But if you're in the Miss or teen division, it takes a few hours. So you're going to be sitting and waiting a long time. So when you're doing that, just kind of think to yourself, go through your bio, ask yourself fake questions that they're not really going to ask you. And that's what I did, and let me be prepared for the interview. So after interview, you have a little snack, and they provide the food all for you throughout rehearsal and the actual pageant day. But after that, it is fun fashion, and I like fun fashion because I get to show my personality throughout my clothes, and it's just fun. It's definitely my favorite part of the competition. And it's just, I like being in the spotlight and, doing stuff in front of big audiences. I don't really know, but if you don't like that, then here's a good way to calm down and kind of not think about the audience too much. It's just pretend like you're in your room That's what I usually do. That's what I did for my first pageant. I pretend like I was in my room, kind of just like, you know, modeling my outfit for the day, and it just helps me calm down and helps me feel a little bit more comfortable. So after fun fashion, you wear your fun fashion outfit for the onstage question. Now the onstage question, I was a little bit nervous because I have never done a pageant with an onstage question before, but I feel like the way just to kind of be a little bit more comfortable is they have a bunch of onstage question like practices that you could do, like onstage question, like, you know, things that they would ask you. It's like a little list of questions, and I recommend going through those with your parents or your friends or just anyone who you know, and having them ask you the questions and having you answer them how you would on stage, and just to kind of, you know, whatever you want to say, let that come out. Like, don't overthink it, because I feel like when you overthink it, it sounds a little bit like bad, and it sounds too perfect of an answer. Alright, so after the onstage question, there is the evening gown, and the evening gown is honestly I feel like it's the easiest part of the competition because it's slower, more relaxed poses, and yeah, so with both the fashion and the evening gown, you have certain points on the stage where you're supposed to walk, which helps you, I guess. It helps me a little bit, but also it feels like, you know, it's a little bit less free, but everyone's getting judged on the same thing, so I feel like it's a little bit even because, you know, everyone's walking the same points as you. So keep that in mind. And yeah, that's pretty much all I really have to say about evening gown. It's pretty easy to me. So that's right after the onstage question, and you have to get dressed pretty quickly because it's not that long of a gap. Okay, so after the evening gown, there's a parade of gowns where you walk out with the candles in your hand, and it's just like the final critiquing of the judges, and they're not judging this actual parade of gowns. They're just getting their final decisions done, and that's pretty much all I really have to say. It's not really too exciting. It's nothing like to stress about because they're not judging. It's the last, I guess, official part of the pageant until when you find out who is the current queen. Finally, the last part of the competition is the person who you find out who the winner is. This part is definitely the most nerve-wracking part for me because, you know you want to do well, because, you know. But to be honest, you don't have to win. This is my fourth pageant, and yeah. I won this pageant, obviously, because I had the sash and crown, but it took me 4 pageants to win one. And honestly, the memories that you hold last a lot longer than a crown or a sash or a title hold. It's just, sorry, I keep on looking over my shoulder because people are looking at me, but it's just, you know, at the end, you just want to know that you made new friends, you met new people, and, you know, you had a great experience. Just if you have fun, that's better to me personally than winning any type of pageant. But anyways, so I just wanted to say that. So if you don't win, it's fine. You could always come back next year and you could do as best as you can, and you still might not be able to win, but that's okay. So they give out second runner-up, first runner-up, and the winner. Sorry guys, this is going to be a really short outro, but I hope you guys do the pageant next year. It's a great pageant, and I definitely recommend it. Also, I'm looking forward to see you guys next year if you do, and I hope this helped you if you want to do any type of pageant. If you have any questions about the pageant, definitely comment it down below, and I will do a Q&A if I get enough questions about the pageant. And don't forget to subscribe, rate, comment, thumbs up, and bye YouTube!